Jodie Whittaker's last episode of Doctor Who is just around the corner. And honestly, I haven't hated her run. But hear me out, alright? But before we begin, if you are new here, please subscribe. I make videos all about TV, just like this one, that you're gonna love. So yes, indeed, the 13th Doctor's final foray, the power of the Doctor, is almost upon us. And it's promised to be an epic conclusion to the Chris Chibnall era of Doctor Who.
I don't want it to end. Yes!
And I think it's safe to say that this era has been a divisive one. The one thing I think we can all agree on, though, is that Jodie Whittaker is a phenomenal actor. I love her Doctor's inquisitiveness, that sense of whimsy she brings to the role. It feels truly alien.
What do you think? Still me?
Nice.
But, and I hate to say it, it isn't very consistent, and that's a problem this whole era has for me. It's something Chris Eccleston said recently: you're only as good as your script.
Whenever I work with a great writer, people say I'm a good actor. Whenever I work with a bad writer, they say I'm a terrible actor.
And this era, I think, is a great example of that. When the writing is good, Jodie is good. When it's bad, she's kind of bad as well. But when it does work, I honestly love it. Episodes like Rosa, Demons of the Punjab, Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror and War of the Sontarans are some of my favourite Whittaker eps. I love it when they take an underrepresented piece of history and bring it to a new audience.
Mary Seacole. You are, aren't you?
Mrs. Sequel to you. Doctress to the fallen.
And sure, some of the exposition can be a little bit chunky, but to have more stories told is always a good thing in my book. I think the historicals are where this era has really shone.
I'm gonna have you arrested.
You may do that.
And they've handled the classic monsters great too. The Sontaran episodes are a great example, but you've also got the 80s influenced Cybermen.
Awaken my subjects.
The beautifully realised Sea Devils, or that awesome DIY Dalek.
Exterminate!
There's a real theme of nostalgia running through those designs that just looks great. And on a similar vein, the show has never looked better either. There's a real filmic quality to the programme, even something as simple as it being shot in 2:1 aspect just gives this run a real cinematic feeling. It looks beautiful. And then there's episodes that I just plain love, like the Amazon satire Kablam.
Morning, Les. How are the family?
Good morning, Daniel. My name is not Les, but I acknowledge your amusing co-worker banter.
Or the time loop story Eve of the Daleks. There's some really fun adventures to be had here.
If our lives depend on my mother ringing me at a time I actually ask her to, honestly, we're all dead.
But of course, the episodes aren't always great. And that's the same with any Doctor, honestly. My mind instantly goes to that truly abysmal Absorbaloff episode from the Tennant era. That episode is pure trash. And with Whittaker, the obvious example is, of course, Orphan 55.
Welcome to Tranquility Spa.
Why would you need to defend a holiday spa with an ionic membrane?
On paper, it sounds great. A holiday resort on a dead planet that's hiding a secret. But the execution just was not there. The end result was some dodgy acting, a questionable plot, and a quite preachy ending.
People can save planets or wreck them. That's the choice. Be the best of humanity. Oh.
And what's worse is it's been done well in the past. The Big Finish story, Paradise 5, treads similar ground, and it has a much more satisfying conclusion.
Paradise 5 is an exclusive resort where only the finest food and drink is served.
I could do with a break.
Trust me, nothing can go wrong.
And of course, there's the elephant in the room, the timeless child. And don't get mad at me, but I don't hate it.
You are the timeless child.
Doctor Who is a show that is constantly evolving. Its lore is constantly being rewritten. Think right back to the very beginning. We didn't know regeneration existed, or that the Doctor was from Gallifrey.
What is your native planet?
Gallifrey. I am a Time Lord.
We didn't know about the War Doctor until the 50th, and until Matt Smith's tenure ended, we thought all Time Lords only had 13 lives.
Regeneration number 13! We're breaking some serious science here, boys!
So the idea that there's more to the Doctor's timeline than we know isn't that far-fetched, honestly.
I didn't know any of this. Did you know any of this?
Do I wish it had been explored a bit more? Of course I do. I'm genuinely hoping that the upcoming special answers some of those questions that have been left over. We need some sort of conclusion.
Keep this safe. Somewhere deep within this TARDIS. Somewhere I can never find it.
But despite all of that, I know it was a lot, I honestly have enjoyed Whittaker's time as Doctor Who. Have they been the absolute best 3 seasons of Doctor Who ever made? Probably not. But on the whole, I don't think it's been the absolute dumpster fire that some commentators would have you believe. But what about you, humble viewer? Have you enjoyed the Chibnall era of Doctor Who? Let me know down below in the comments. And please leave a like and subscribe for more. The next few years are going to be pretty busy for Doctor Who. There's a lot of exciting stuff coming up. So make sure you stick around for more from me. And to keep watching, just click the links on screen now.